هي قفزة مبدئية فيها خطوة ذكية في بناء البشر.
أيوة. حرام يا كلب. انت من الحمام، انت كنت عطاها جنيه ده.
بتتكلم على كلمة التحية ليه؟ مفيش بتتكلم.
Okay, welcome back. Waiting for more to join. Okay, so I'll share the screen. Okay, so welcome back. Okay, hi, Miss Noha. Okay, so again, we stopped at the test model, and this is the third model. Remember what are the first and the second? What is the first model? Yes, Alia, PPP, excellent, that's right. And what's the second? Yes, Noha? Yes, excellent, thank you. Presentation, practice, production, this is number 1. Number 2, yes, Noha, TBL, task-based learning. And number 3, what's number 3? You have just finished. Yes, TTT, thank you, Noha, yes, this teach test. We are about to finish, by the way, don't worry. TTT, yes, okay. So let's start the fourth one. But I'd like to wait for our colleagues. Yes, okay. So we have already finished the first 3, and now we will start the fourth one, okay? So lexical approach. What does it mean when I say lexical? Okay, can you guess the meaning of lexical? Okay, if you don't want to use a mic, you can use the chat box. Type your answer in the chat box. Lexical approach, it's all about
the dictionary. Definition.
The dictionary definition? Yeah, so it's related to which aspect of the language?
What do you mean?
Okay, is it related to grammar, to
Reading? No.
it's related to
Vocabulary?
yes, yeah, that's it, Teresa. Yes, it's related to vocabulary, words, phrases, chunks. Okay, this is what I mean. Okay, so this is number 4. Okay, can you see the screen?
What?
Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes, we can see the screen. Yes.
So here we have number 4, model number 4. We are about to finish. Don't worry about the time. Okay. So model number 4, it's the lexical approach. And here we talked about phrases, fixed phrases, collocation, vocabulary, lexical unit, and so on. Okay. So here we have, again, it's a stop. I'll show it again. Okay. Okay. So I'll try again. Yes. Okay. So here we have 3 examples. Make a mistake. How are you? And cold as ice. So can you guess which one is a fixed phrase, which one is a collocation, and which one is a lexical unit?
It is not clear on the screen.
Okay.
Lexical approach only on the screen.
Okay. What about now?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, I'll share it again.
Not yet.
I'll share it again. Okay. Okay, can you see the screen?
Lexical approach.
Again?
Yes.
Okay, now. Can you see the examples? Make a mistake. How are you? Cold as ice?
No.
No, it's just stopped at number 4.
Okay. Can you see it now?
No.
No? Okay, I'll share it again. Okay, what about now? Can you see it?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes. Yes.
So here we have great. Make a mistake.
How are you? Cold as ice.
Can you guess which one is a fixed phrase, collocation, lexical unit? Okay, collocation means 2 words that goes together. Lexical unit.
Make a mistake.
Location.
Okay, so make a mistake. What is make a mistake?
Collocation.
Collocation, yeah.
Location.
Yeah, collocation. 2 words go together. So I can't say do a mistake. So no, I say make a mistake. Yes, it's collocation. That's right. How are you? Is it a fixed phrase or lexical unit?
A fixed phrase. Yes.
A fixed
Fixed
phrase.
Lexical unit.
Again?
Lexical unit.
Yes.
A fixed phrase.
It's a lexical unit. Again, how are you? It's a lexical.
Cold as ice, fixed phrase.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
because it looks like an idiom. Cold as ice, extremely cold. Yes. Cold as ice is a fixed phrase. But how are you is lexical unit. Lexical units means a group of words that give you a meaning, but the individual words doesn't give you the same meaning. For example, how are you? I ask this question when I meet someone to know what's going on with him, but the whole words give you this meaning, but how doesn't give you this meaning, are doesn't give you this meaning, you doesn't give you this meaning. What gives you this meaning is how are
Lovely.
lexical unit. Fixed phrase, it looks like an idiom, okay, that gives you a meaning, but we don't mean here the literal meaning, okay? When I say cold as ice, I want to say extremely cold, okay? Collocation when two words goes together. So I can't use do with a mistake, but I can use, suppose to use make with a mistake, make a mistake,
Me. Yeah.
do a mistake, yes. So this is phrase collocation lexical unit. How can I teach these items using lexical approach? Okay, so when I want to teach
Lexical approach. Yeah.
lexical unit, I have to use lexical approach. How can I do that? Stopped again. I don't know why.
I'm excited to know.
Okay, how can I do that? Yeah, in the lexical unit? Through context, of course. Okay, for example, here I wanted to teach my students the different meanings of the verb take. Okay, so I give them the verb take in a context. This context can be sentences, tickets, question, whatever the context. Okay, and through the context, students can observe and
know the meaning.
the meaning. Okay, so let's try this activity. Here we wanted to know the meaning of the verb take in each sentences. Okay, every morning I take a shower. What does it mean?
I have.
Yes, I have a shower. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is number one. Number two, the training takes place on Monday.
Happens.
Perfect. Yes, that's right. Happen.
Right.
I take it you don't understand because this is incorrect. I take it you don't understand.
I got it. Or
Yes, I think, I believe. Okay.
I got.
No, I got it. Yes. Yeah, that's right. For example, Amal is absent. I take it Amal is absent because I can't hear her voice. So I believe that. I think that. I take it means I believe that. I think that. Okay. My husband took me out for dinner on my birthday.
Dreaming.
No, it's not a dream. It can be a fact.
Oh my gosh. Makes me laugh.
Let's imagine it happens.
Imagining.
Go out for dinner? Yes, to go to an event, to go to a place. And by the way, when I say my husband took me out for dinner on my birthday, I don't have to pay. عزومة يعني عزمني. That's the meaning.
Straight.
Yes. The last one, do you take after your mother or father? I take after my father. Do you take after your mother or father? I love this question. Take care, no, it doesn't mean.
Do you take after your mother?
Look like.
Yes, excellent.
Look after?
No, not look after. As you said, Teresa, look like, similar to. Are you similar to your father or your mother? Yeah, look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you look like your father or your mother? Take after, okay? So this is the meaning of the verb take.
Okay.
How can I observe that? How can I notice? In a context, okay? This is what I mean by lexical approach. To know the meaning.
Even in a
Yes.
even in a context, it may not be clear.
Sometimes yes, of course. Yeah, sometimes yes. But if I want to,
How?
okay, if I want,
Just like the last one.
yes, it can be confusing somehow. you can give students extra examples if you find that the example is not clear enough for them. So you can give them extra.
They can look it up.
Maybe, why not? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's
Okay.
okay. So here in the lexical approach, we have also 3 stages. Number 1, observe. You notice the lexical item in a context. Okay, this is the first stage.
Okay.
Hypothesis to work out the meaning. So do you take a shower in the morning? So here I notice the word take in a question. Hypothesis to work out the meaning, to guess. So do you take a shower? It means do you have a shower? Okay. Experiment to do exercises, practice. Okay, so this is the stages of this approach, the lexical approach, to observe, to notice the item in a context. Hypothesis to work out the meaning in a context. Experiment to practice, to do activity. Okay, so these are the 3 stages. Okay. Okay, so number 1, observe. Hypothesis.
Hypothesis, which mean what?
To work out the meaning, find out.
Okay.
And experiment to do exercises, activities. Okay. And here I'd like to decide, are these tasks lexical tasks or not? Okay. So I am a teacher and ask my students to listen to a recording of 2 people arranging to meet. We are going to meet each other and highlight phrases. Do you think, is it a lexical task?
Phrases, okay.
So yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So number 1 is yes. Okay. It doesn't work again. Okay. The teacher underlines and drills polite phrases used in telephone conversations. Is it a task, lexical task?
Again, please.
Yes or no?
Again.
Again, the teacher, okay. Can you see the screen?
It is not clear on the screen.
Clear on the screen?
No. It is not clear.
No.
We are depending.
Okay, I'll share it again. Okay, can you see it now? We have tasks from 1 up to 6. Can you see them?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, so here
Yes.
we have tasks. Some of them are lexical tasks. Lexical related to phrase, chunks, fixed phrases, lexical units, okay? So number 1, learners listen to a recording of 2 people arranging to meet and highlight phrases.
Lexical.
Lexical, so yes. So number 1 is yes. Excellent. Number 2, the teacher underlines and drills, repetition, polite phrases used in telephone conversations.
No.
Okay.
Is it lexical task or not?
Phrases, lexical.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's right. Number 3, the learners correct mistakes in sentences and use the sentences to make a dialogue. Is it lexical?
Grammatical.
Lexical.
Again, the learners correct mistakes in sentences and use the sentences to make dialogue. Lexical or not?
Not.
It's not, in fact. It's not lexical. Because here, I don't look for certain phrases, certain idioms, okay? Number 4, the learners change verbs into the past instead of see, so, for a
Grammatical.
activity. Is it a lexical task?
No.
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 task, yes. Number 5, the learners choose phrases from a list
Yes.
to use in a role play about asking for directions.
Yes.
Yes, of course, it's a lexical.
Phrases.
Yeah, it's a lexical.
The teacher presents modal verbs for possibilities and drills sentences
No,
using may, might, could. Yes or no?
we might go. Okay.
Lexical or not lexical task?
Not lexical.
Not lexical, of course, not lexical. It's grammatical task.
Grammatical.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Okay. So this is for lexical approach. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Okay. I'll share the screen again because it stops. Okay. So so this is the lexical approach. Let's move to number 5, total physical response. And I think it's your time to explain that. I'm sure that all of us
What is Amal?
physical response in our classroom, especially we deal with young learners, okay? So I'll go through sentences and tell me, do you agree or not, okay? I'm sure you love these sentences. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Total physical response, you will read the sentence and tell me if okay, if you agree or disagree. Number 1, TPR means total physical response.
Agree.
Agree.
Yes.
Agree, yes, it stands for total physical response. Number 2, the TPR approach was developed as a result of watching small children learn their first language.
Learn their first language.
They will listen for a time. After that, they start to speak. So the TPR approach was developed as a result of watching small children learn their first language, the mother tongue.
No.
Why no?
I don't get it.
Okay, how can we learn the first language? Our mother tongue. We don't speak at the very beginning, of course. We still,
Listening. Listen.
keep listening to the people who are around us while we are young, okay? And after that, we imitate what we listen, okay? After that, we try to produce and speak, okay? In TPR, what should we do as TPR? When I ask my students stand up, they will listen and sit down. They will listen and sit down. They will listen and do something.
Okay.
So yes, it's a result of watching learners how to acquire the first language or the mother tongue. So number 1, it's yes. Okay, TPR is based on the idea learn the language first by writing.
Disagree.
Disagree. Can you tell me why, Mr. Rida? We have something wrong here.
Because young learner can't write, only do what the
That's
teacher asks
listening.
for.
yes, that's
Listening.
yes, perfect, excellent. By listening, not writing, okay? The writing stage comes later on, but the first stage is listening, like TPR, yes. TPR is based on the idea that language learning should be difficult and stressful. TPR?
Disagree.
No.
Disagree, of course, because it's fun. It's full of fun, TPR. When I ask my students to imitate what I do, to act out, it's all about acting out. So it's a lot of fun. It has a lot of fun. Okay, TPR is popular with younger learners and beginners.
Agree.
Yes.
Yes, sure, of course. TPR can't be used with adult learners.
No. Can be.
Why
No,
not? If we
disagree.
are learning a new language.
No, why not? Why not? Yeah, some adults feel embarrassed while using TBR, but I think it's okay to use TBR with adults. I think it's okay. TBR can,
It's tolerable.
yeah, that's right, can be used with adults. It's okay. Yeah, it's acceptable. Okay. When we physically respond to what we hear, we use the left side of our brain. When I hear that my student say, stand up, and I stand up. My student says, sit down, and I sit down. So here, the left side of the brain works. What do you think?
Left side emotions
Yeah.
or the right side emotions. Mathematical, the left side.
Here we talk about physical movement. Which part of the brain works with the physical movement?
I think the left side.
In fact, the right. In
I
fact,
don't know.
yes, the right works
Right side.
when we hear and we move. Okay, for example,
Emotions.
touch your nose, touch your mouth. It's the right side of the brain, the right side, not the left side. Okay, okay. TBR. By the way, it's the first time to know that. It's the first time to know that. Okay, TBR approach.
It's a good information.
Something new, yes, for me. The TBR approach stresses that learners shouldn't be forced to speak the language until they are ready.
Yes.
No, of course, yes. So take your
Agree.
time. Yes, you take much time listening the language, listening to the language, and when you are ready, you can speak. So the first thing,
Yeah.
listen. Okay. Number 9, lessons in TBR are organized around verbs, and teachers give commands passed on verbs and vocabulary to be learned in that lesson. Action verbs, vocabulary, given commands.
I think I agree.
Yeah, sure. It's all about TBR.
Disagree.
Yeah.
All about that, yes. Grammar is learned inductively. It's not taught.
Yes.
No.
Again, TBR, I don't teach grammar,
Exactly.
I teach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure. Grammar is
Mhm.
learned inductively.
Yes.
Inductively, yes, that's right.
Inductively and direct.
Yeah, that's right. Implicit learning. TBR is mostly used with other approaches and is most often used for introducing a new vocabulary.
I think yes.
I use it with other approaches, but I can use it when I wanted to teach vocabulary, action verbs. Agree or not? Yes. Yes, Noha? Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's right. Okay, the last one. In a TBR lesson, there are no materials or books. What do you think?
Disagree.
Disagree, of course. We still, while using TBR, we still have pictures, posters, word cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real objects.
Real objects, yes, great, yes, that's right. So of course disagree because we still have our materials, realia, real objects and pictures, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's. So this is for TBR number 5. Okay. And I'm sure that we have 2 questions here. Do you use TBR with your learners in your classroom?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yes.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, sure. Do you think TBR is a usual approach in your context? Something familiar to us?
I think so.
Yeah, yes, especially we teach young learners and it works well with them.
Yes.
Yeah, it has a lot of fun. Okay.
Yes, it's very useful.
Again, Alia?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes, yes, with young learners, yes, Miss Noha. Okay, this is number 5. Okay, let's say the models quickly. Who can tell me number 1?
Okay,
BBB.
PPP, number 2.
TBL.
TBL.
L, number 3.
TVL.
TTT.
Number T, yeah. TTT. Miss Hannah.
Yes, number 4. I'm here. Number
Lexical.
lexical approach.
Lexical approach.
TTT.
Yeah, and number 5.
TTT4.
Lexical. Lexical. Yes. Lexical.
Number
Yes.
4, lexical approach.
Lexical number 4.
Number 5.
Number 5, it's
TBR.
yeah, TBR physical.
TBR. And
Physical.
yes, it's time for the last model, lesson planning model.
Guided discovery.
GD, guided discovery. In a very simple way, it's all about teaching in an inductive way. I give my students a lot of examples and I give them a chance to work out the meaning, to discover the language and work out the meaning, work out the form of the grammatical structure, for example, okay? So again, guided structure, it's the typical inductive way to learning. I give my students examples, students read the examples and work out the meaning, and they themselves discover the language, okay? Guided discover, guided here, who is the guide here? The teacher, because I give them, I give them the example, the right
Instructions.
yes.
Example.
Yeah, that's right. The right example that help you to discover the language and work out the meaning of the language. This is a guided discovery. Of course, it's an inductive way, and it's really helpful for the advanced learners because it's challenging. Because the teacher here doesn't give you the rule, doesn't give you the form or the meaning. He wants to explain that. It's all about the learners, okay? Here we have some facts about the guided discovery. It's inductive approach. The teacher gives examples of the language, help students to find out the rules, work out the meaning. And it's really important approach because here the students are participating, are independent, don't depend on the teacher while discovering the language, while finding out the rule, while working out the meaning. They are independent. They don't depend on the teacher, and they think critically. They use the critical thinking skills to work out the meaning or the form of the grammatical structures. Again, we have some connections between what they learn and their own life. We have a connection between their personal life, their real life situations, and what I teach in my classroom. So the rules here will be memorable. The students will still remember the rules because they work them themselves. They work out the rules themselves, and they are related to their life, something like personalization. And the last thing that the high learners like, in fact, they like, the advanced learner like this, but the lower levels students don't like this way. Why? Because here the teacher doesn't give them the rules or doesn't offer the form or the meaning of the grammatical structure. Yes, that's right. Okay. So this is a guided discovery. It's all about the learner-centered, of course, and it's inductive way, okay? It's memorable. Why? Because the teacher gives them the examples and gives them a chance on an opportunity.
Personal connection.
Yeah, that's right, okay? So this is the guided discovery. I'd like you to give me what are the benefits and the disadvantages of this model. What do you think? Imagine that you have a grammatical lesson, grammar lesson. It's supposed to be past simple, present perfect, past continuous. And you give your students examples to work out the rule, discover the language, and you don't do anything. You give the students the chance to discover what you wanted them to learn. So do you think that it has benefits?
It helps them to think
Benefit in
deeply
the first
about how to make sentences
Yeah,
or
of
answer
course.
questions.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, they will learn, depend on themselves to form sentences and form
Themselves.
questions. Yeah, that's right. And Teresa said it will be fun. Yes, I think that it will be fun. Yes, it doesn't take much effort. It doesn't make much effort. If
the teacher.
yeah, that's it. Because it's learner centered, not teacher led. Yes. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay. Yes. Another thing.
It
Yes.
may encourage the passive students to try.
Yes, to try. Yes, that's right. If I insist on the idea that I won't tell you the rules, you will do that yourself, maybe they will be more active. Yes. Yeah, that's right. I agree with you. Yes. That's right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Noha. Yeah. As a teacher, I think it's helpful. But I think that it still helps the advanced learners because it's a challenge. Yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah, not all of the learners can deal with this way or this model. Okay, so this is the guided discovery. This is the last model. This is number 6. So, yeah, let's remember together, we have the 4 approaches at the very beginning. We know the difference between inductive and deductive, and we have 6 lesson planning models. This is the last one, guided discovery. I know that it's a big session, a long session, and inshallah on WhatsApp group, I'll send you the summary of the approaches and the models, and what are the benefits and the drawbacks of each one. Okay. And as we did the last year, inshallah, the next step will be something like we will apply what we have already done today to a lesson in Connect Grade 2. I'll send the lesson on the WhatsApp group, and we will apply. You will choose approach or a lesson planning model, and you will apply this model to this lesson. Again, I'll send the lesson, and inshallah the next tag will be on Saturday. Get ready, because we will discuss this lesson together. How can I teach this lesson to my students using what we have discussed today? Okay, so it will it won't be theoretical. Today is theoretical session, but inshallah,
Using the 6 or 1 or 2.
Again?
Using all the six method, or just
one approach.
what will be applied?
No, just one approach. Try to apply it to this lesson, and we will discuss that together next Saturday, inshallah. We will do that in applicable way. I'll send the summary, I'll send the lesson, inshallah, and get ready. I'm so excited about that. And
thank you, Samari, for this.
If you have any questions about, I don't want to get a long time, but of course, if you have any questions, you can ask or send it on WhatsApp group. We will discuss that together. I'm so happy to have you today. I know that it's a long time, but yeah, I know it's a long session, but I hope that it's
glad to be here
and beneficial. Thank you, Alia, and thank you, Teresa. This is the task, Teresa, to explain the lesson, inshallah, using any of these models. We will discuss that together, inshallah, next Saturday. And if you have any questions, and if you don't want to send it here, you can send it on WhatsApp group, okay? Really, I'm so happy, and I forgot to welcome the newcomers at the very